Feel this.
Uh-huh.
For $250.
Uh-huh.
What?
Ow.
$250
So
for
here
this.
I got my 2018 Dodge Charger ScatPack. I got the Zl1 side splitters here, and I'm going to show you how to install it. There's many different ways to do it, but for me, I found this the easiest, so let's get to it. So I got one of the splitters here. I already did the other side, so just to figure it out what would be the easiest way, but I got one of the splitters here, and this is how it came from the factory or from Zl1 add-ons. The top side obviously it says top right there, so that's how it's going to go. And just kind of take this image in of how I got it lined up against my vehicle right here, up against the side. That is how it's going to attach to that bottom skirt right there. So take note of that, and go ahead and use the box too. Use the box because this one came without any plastic protection on it. So I'm using the box so it won't get scratched up on the floor right there. But here we go. This is how I got it right here. I got it jacked up on two jack stands here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm pretty much going to place things under this side splitter here, such as whatever I got available in my garage, to keep it up there closely to that side skirt here, just to help me out. That way I can get it aligned. But let me get that stuff under it, and I'll show you what it's going to look like and how I did it. Okay, so just a little heads up here. These are the rivets that come with the sides splitters. So these are, I think they are 3/8. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead to go down to Home Depot and pick yourself up one of these kits here. I think it's about $20. This is an Arrow rivet gun kit. But anyways, I bought this. This is the first time I've ever used a rivet gun, and I was kind of curious just to how to use it. I didn't know how to use it. So what you do is you take one, go ahead and find the head inside this kit that says, it'll say right here on the front of the gun, the head I use right here is a 3/8. So find the 3/8. What you're going to want to do is take one of those rivets out of the bag, place it inside there, just like that, just like that. So when you get it up under the splitter, you're going to want to push up in through the hole and squeeze the gun. That's what's going to clamp the rivet in place up onto that side skirt right there. It's going to lock it in place. So just if any of you guys are curious and want to know, once again, just put the splitter inside there and squeeze it like a gun, and it'll lock it in place. Push up, squeeze it like a gun, and it'll lock it in place. You might want to squeeze a couple times, and then you're going to hear snap. That snap is going to be this piece right here breaking off, and it's just going to be locked in there as such. So once again, if you've never used one of those guns, sorry for the hand, that's how it's going to be done. So what you're going to be using to what bit size you're going to be using to drill in is going to be a 3/8 drill bit. I got this, it comes in the kit right here, a 3/8, so you'll have everything you need if you get this kit. So use that 3/8 to drill the hole inside the corresponding holes after you have aligned it here. So these are the corresponding holes. So 1, 2. Go ahead and use that 3/8 and drill your holes. So I'm going to position my camera under the vehicle so you guys can pretty much see what I'm doing. I hope you're following along. I hope I'm not explaining this too messed up. I'm not the best explainer in the world, but I'll try to do what I can do to help anyone out. So let's get started. And I forgot just one more thing. So remember I talked about how to prop up this splitter up against the bottom of the side skirt here? This is how I did it. I used a couple of jacks already holding the vehicle in place, and then I used my jack stand that I had free to jack up the back end and hold it there so I wouldn't have to be using my foot or anything like that and take a lot of energy out of my body. But and then I used a couple of trash cans that I had laying around just to help hold this in place. And man, I know it looks like junk, but hey, it certainly works, and I just wanted to show you that. So that's how I got it, you know, held in place. So now I'll get back under there and show you how to align this and drill these holes. This is what it looks like from the bottom. I don't want to put my head in the way, but pretty much you want to align this splitter with all the help you get from your junk trash cans and your jack that you got holding it up. But anyways, you want to take that 3/8 bit. You want to take that 3/8 bit, and I start down at the third hole over here. You know, it just makes it a lot easier to keep it aligned when you start down at that hole. But I don't know why I do that. That's why I did it on the other side. But excuse my head. Just gonna push this over a little bit to align properly, and everything looks good. You're lining it up with the end of the side skirt right here, just like that. And you're gonna take your 3/8 bit and you are going to drill in to the bottom here, just like that. All right, so let me see. You can see it's I'm probably at the end of the camera right here, but sorry about that. So I'm gonna move the camera just a little bit so you guys can get the picture. Sorry for that crappy showmanship here, but then you're going to you're gonna take your splitter. You're gonna take your rivet. I'm sorry. You're gonna take your rivet like such, and you're just gonna place it inside the arrow rivet gun like I showed you, and then you're gonna squeeze the gun twice, maybe a few times, and you're gonna hear a snap. When you get that snap, that's when you know you've locked it in place and it's pretty much not going anywhere. So take it out. You're gonna get an end like this. All you got to do is just stick it in there and wiggle it off. That's what I did with the other side. So there we go. So that is pretty much aligned there. So take your 3/8 bit, drill another hole just like that, drill another hole. So there you go. So I drilled a hole there. Take another rivet, get your rivet, here we go, place it inside the gun. Here it is, just like that. So push it right up into that hole that you drilled into, just like that. Give the gun a couple squeezes. Wait for that snap. There we go. And then wiggle it off, because this is, sometimes it just don't come out or break off properly. So just like that. So you pretty much want to keep it aligned all the way down. You're going to just keep going all the way down until you finish it off and everything looks good. But I just wanted to show you this video just to show you how to, well, how I aligned it, and also how to use this rivet gun along with the rivets to, you know, attach this splitter to the side skirt here. So there we go, all the way up. Excuse my hand, but this is the splitter install for the other side. Hey, what's going on, man?
It fills into very light and cheap.